Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a what I eat in a day 1 month post-op. So I haven't did my check-in yet, but I really wanted to do a what I eat in a day because today is the first day I can have soft foods, and I'm really excited because I haven't had that many veggies, and that's what I've been dying for. So I have some green beans I want to try. I made a bunch of chicken. What I really tried to do for last phase, which was pureed, and then this phase, I really tried to not prep. And I know that's shocking because I am a prepper, but the times that I tried to prep, I didn't eat any of the food. So I would really suggest that. It's different once you have the surgery. So if you're prepping food prior to even getting surgery, it's going to be tricky. If you're prepping the pureed stage before you've entered the pureed stage, you might not even eat that food. So really, I've just been cooking as I go through these stages because I just really never know what my little stomach's going to want. And so far it's been a little picky. I know for sure I do like eggs, so I did prep some eggs and I am going to have that for breakfast. Now this is for me in my sleeve, but everyone's restriction is different. I noticed that mine just took a little time to get more used to foods, to get more used to even pureed foods. So this is pretty much what I have. I heat it up. It gets really soft. These ones I ended up making about 10 grams of protein. So I'll be having one of these, and then when I'm able to switch over to my water, I will be putting a protein water that's 20 grams of protein in there. But let's go ahead and do this. All right, guys, so I wanted to show you what I ended up putting in the egg bites. Now, these little cups, they're microwavable, and I got them on Amazon. So I already heated this up, and then I'm just going to plop it in here. And see, it comes like a little bite. And then I do like me some salsa. This is my favorite salsa. It is delicious, and I will just pour some in there. So I'm only able to eat very little guacamole, so I end up just like storing the rest of these and eating them throughout my meals. So I cut it in fourths. So this one I will put on there. All right, so we are back. I'm going to have my egg, and also what I forgot to mention is because these ones were a little lower in protein, what I was doing was adding, instead of avocado, I would add a scoop of cottage cheese, and that would increase the protein too. But for now, I'm just going to keep these ones as 10 and then substitute with a protein shake or a protein water. So we'll see what I feel like I'm in the mood for after that, but I don't know, it's really good. So I'll show you. For me, I have to take in about a bite like that. That's usually pretty good for me. So I'll take the bite, and then, oh, and then your tummy will make some noises. Mine aren't too loud though, so it's fine. I'll just chew. So now that's down. And then I just kind of see how I feel. The first like 2 bites are a little more restricting, and I just feel it's because I haven't had anything all night and then in the morning. So once I get past the first 2 bites, then all of a sudden it feels better. So I don't mistake that for being full, because I know for a fact I'm not full. I only had, 2 bites like that, so there's no way. But it's just kind of letting my stomach know that it's eating time, and then it starts to feel better every bite that I take. But I definitely do know when I get to feeling full. So I know when my last bite's gonna be. And while you're eating, you're gonna notice that your tummy makes some noises. Like it'll sound like a hunger pain, like, and it goes on forever. But I have not noticed that go away. So keep that in mind. Your tummy will sing. It doesn't do it with water. When I drink water, I don't feel it. But the minute I start to put food inside, I start to feel that I start to hear the noises that it makes. So when I'm eating, I really like to take those breaks in between. That's what I was mentioning in the last video, where I know I was eating faster, and it's just habit. You don't really know that gauge until you test it. And so don't feel bad. You tested your limit. You tested that boundary of fullness, and that's okay. You have to test it in order to know where it's at. So don't feel like you're overeating. And to keep in mind that everyone's sleeve is going to be different. You know, what you will be able to tolerate, maybe someone else won't, and vice versa. So don't be discouraged in those limitations that you come up against, or the feelings that end up happening when you're figuring out what to eat and how to eat. Like, it's needed. It's a good thing that those things come up, or else we would never know our limits. So I see it as a positive. So after I've done 8, I don't walk around feeling full all day. It's just kind of, you just feel satisfied. You don't, for me, I don't feel hungry. I don't even get like a hunger pain. So whatever it is that they did in there, I do not get hungry anymore. But sorry. But when you know that you're done and you've had your last bite, that feeling just kind of turns into satisfaction, and you are good to go about your day and have, you know, I set an alarm to remind me to eat next, because I won't get that hunger cue. If you do get that hunger cue, then that's great. Also, if you get a cue that you're full, is great, because I know some people have mentioned that they sneeze and they hiccup. Like, I haven't got that. For me, it's just a feeling that I have when I've had my last bite. And you can kind of feel this, like the food's moving like that. And I'm like, okay, that's doing it too much. It's probably saying it's done. And that's usually where I just stop, back away. And then I set my alarm for 30 minutes so that I can remember to drink. Then when that alarm goes off, I set a 2-hour alarm to remember to eat again. So that's kind of what I do, because the feeling of fullness is going to go away for me in 15 minutes. And I'm not going to remember to, you know, that I got to eat again. So I feel that this is my last bite, because I feel like I have room for another bite, but I feel that the tummy is starting to like move around and do that thing that I was just mentioning. So I bet I will be able to take one bite, and then this will tell me, you're good. Here's my last bite. So good. I love veggie sausages. Last bite. Now I'm burping. Tummy made a sound. Tummy made another sound. I'm good. Perfect. So nothing's coming back up. I know my limit of that feeling. The tummy started making that weird feeling, like the weird sensation. And then it started like making those sounds. And it's still making, now it's consistently making those. So this is what I ate. So not bad. You're able to put in quite a bit. I would say, there's like very little left, maybe a tablespoon left. So then I will go ahead and set my alarm, so I remember to drink in 30 minutes. We have our protein water ready to go. And then I'll move over to my big cup. Now this one holds 40 ounces of water, and I've already had one whole cup full this morning. It's now filled up again, so this will be 80. Here is 64 ounces. So if I get through a good portion of this, and already had filled this up twice, and then I got my little water here. I also drink a greens drink, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna have that today. Even if I don't get through all of this, even getting through half of this is still pretty good. It's putting me at like 120, ounces of water. So for me, visually seeing how much I'm taking out of this and pouring it into my cup that I'm drinking has been super, super helpful. And so far, guys, I've been meeting my water goals. It's been really good. Now I need to take my medication, and I do have to take my Actigol. I tried that for the first time last night, and that is the medication to prevent you from getting gallstones. And I was so stinking nervous about that because I didn't want to get sick. And I was nervous because I didn't want to vomit the food that I was actually being able to eat. And so I asked my doctor if I can half the Actigol because they're big pills, guys. These are like, I don't know if you've ever taken metformin, but they're about the size of metformin. They're like big. So I asked if I can half it because I don't know how I'm going to do. And he said, yes, I can half the Actigol. So I will be taking one portion in the morning and then the other portion at night. And then the pharmacist actually said that it can cause you nausea and dizziness, I think it was. So again, being nervous about all of that. So I asked if I could take a Zofran with it if I ended up getting nauseous. And he said, yeah, I can take a Zofran. It's not a problem. But I didn't need the Zofran last night. I was able to take it and it didn't feel icky in any way. So I was happy. So in the morning, I'll be taking that, which is half of the pill. I just took a little probiotic. Take my stool softener. Because I swear things are never the same. I try. They're getting better. But you don't eat that much, so you don't poop that much. All right, guys, I will see you soon. Boop. All right, my friends, we are back for lunch, and I'm going to use this reduced fat pepper jack cheese. And I'm sorry about all that. We are in the process of moving, and so we have a paint guy coming, and we had to move everything into the middle of the room. So it looks a little crazy right now. And then I thought I had some turkey, but I think my husband might have ate it for his lunches. So I have Canadian bacon. I'm going to try that. It has 1.5 grams of fat, 1 carb, and 10 grams of protein. And that's for 5 slices. I don't think we can do 5 slices, but we'll see what we can do. And then I do have some spinach and artichoke Parmesan dip that I'm going to add. And we're just gonna make some little tacos. Okay, they're pretty small, so that should be good. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. Let's see how many we can eat. I'm gonna turn you down. All right, so let's try 2. I think 2 should be good. And then I'll do 1/2 a cheese. And then 1 slice of cheese is 5 grams of protein, so that is good. And then 2 tablespoons of the dip is 3 grams of protein. So we'll have to calculate that and see exactly how much, but here is probably 1 tablespoon. Then we'll move this one over here a little bit. All right. Try a little bit more. Try to get 2 tablespoons, but I don't think that I'll get that lucky. So, little tacos. So this dip actually says to microwave, and I kind of want to microwave these. I want to see if that makes it a little softer. So I think I'm gonna, okay, so we have them melted, and I kind of like it. This is nice. Let's see. Oh, and it's time for me to take my multivitamin. That's how they melted. Not bad. Let's try it. I like how small these are. All right, let's go in the room and see how long it takes me to do this. So my first time eating lunch meat, this does not feel bad. I was a little nervous because all my food has been really pureed, but this is feeling pretty nice. That bite went down great. Doesn't feel anything. I wonder if it'll fill me up more though. That spinach dip is really tasty in there, especially when it's hot. I like it. All right, my friends, I am just about done. So I have this left and I'm gonna leave that. So now I'm gonna set my alarm, and then we'll do a half hour. Once that alarm goes off, I will take my vitamin. For now, we have our alarm set and we'll be jumping back over to water. So that is all I have for lunch. I will see you if I snack again. If not, then I'll see you for dinner. Right, my friends, I have a little snack. There's about 4 ounces of this protein shake in here. So I'm going to go ahead and drink that. And then I did prep my dinner already. So I wanted to show you what I will be having. It is going to be some green beans, and I'm excited because I have been wanting veggies for so long, and I steamed them. I put garlic and Parmesan on top of them, and there's a little bit of olive oil in it as well. Here I have green beans. I have about an ounce, and then I have 2 ounces of turkey burger, and this is just a turkey burger that's chopped up, and I seasoned it with the Tony's Creole seasoning. It's super good. So I'm gonna have that for dinner, and I'm gonna have this right now. I'm not too hungry, so what I think I'm gonna do is hopefully I'll be hungry around 7 o'clock. I hate that I eat so late now, but when you're having to take in all these different little meals a day, you end up eating kind of late. So not my favorite, but considering I'm only having a little bit, I think that it's all good. I'll just go for a walk later on. So I'm going to be closing out this little vlog for you guys. Right after I'm done, I'm going to set my alarm, and then when I'm able to drink, I'm going to have a green drink. And so I have this here. This is just my Motivate greens. I ordered some of these little containers with lids, and then I just fill them up and put them in the refrigerator for me. And as far as water goes, at 100 ounces of water. And then I will have this, and this will make me 112. So you guys, it's pretty good, you know, once you get going, to stay hydrated, and then just kind of, you know, mapping out your day and how that's going to look. Not eating so much, but eating the right foods so that you make those goals as far as eating, so that you have the room to put the water in. So it takes time. It takes a lot of time. So I was lucky enough to have a long time out of work where I can really focus on my eating and my drinking. So that was a huge help. If you have not subscribed already, subscribe and be my friend, and then jump over to Instagram and be my friend there too. I'm also on TikTok. So I don't really know how to TikTok yet. I'm learning. I wish I had someone young around me that can show me this, but I don't. So I'm trying to learn this TikTok world. But if you want to follow me on there, go ahead and link it somewhere in my bio or whatever. But thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.